Okay, so this is a couple of versions of a bracer, and I'm not sure really what to call this one, except that it's going to be kind of flared on the side. So this is going to be the left arm, same thing, left arm, just a different version, but it's going to flare out almost to the elbow. It's going to flare outward. So if this were the right hand or the right arm, it would flare to the right, so over the right elbow. But yeah, so this one's going to be with the rivets. Same shape as this one, but this is going to be in pieces, stitched together with hand sewn. This is going to be riveted, but the base, this is going to go on top. But the base piece is going to be very similar. This is going to be more rivets, of course, and this is going to be more hand sewn, but same shape. And it's not going to have side pieces like some of my other ones. It's going to be all one piece within the straps attached to it. This one with rivets, this one with sewn, of course. But once I get these done, I'll show you the main bodies and what those look like and kind of how things are going to get put together. All right, see you in a little bit. Hey everybody, I just wanted to show you these other bracers that I'm going to be making and the pattern and kind of a walkthrough on them. This is going to be a little bit different than the other ones in that there's not going to be any side pieces that get sewn on or riveted because it's all going to be one piece and then the straps. And I'll show you that when I get to it. But I wanted to show you the main body, kind of how it's going to be laid out. This version, similar to the other ones I've done, has these sewn panels. So we have these three panels in the middle that get sewn down, and then both of them have these two side pieces here that get also sewn down to the main body. The main body and this one is pretty straightforward. A lot of holes to punch. It's going to be on this black. I'm not sure if it's skirting leather or belly leather. I'm not sure. Somebody else will know. But it's fairly thick. It's probably 6-7 ounce. But it has a nice black. It's definitely stiffer than the last ones that I did. But I want to do that on purpose. And I think that the black with the brown leather, I think it's going to look nice with some nice lighter brown stitching. Has some nice contrast to it. So that's why I chose this black. So yeah, this is this version that I need to cut out and punch the holes, and then the other version, I'm probably imagine, is going to be riveted. Okay, so here's the main body and the piece that's going to go on top. And aside from these that are going on the sides, this is the only difference in that it's going to be riveted to the main body. And then also you'll see these holes here where the rivets go. The straps are going to go into these holes and get riveted to the main body. So the other one, the straps will get sewn together. This one will have the rivets get riveted together. And again, it has the black, has fairly stiff temper. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and start getting stuff cut out, holes punched, and then I'll kind of take it from there and show you how all these pieces go together, kind of like that. But yeah, so I'll be back in a little few after I get these things punched out and take it from there. All right, see you in a minute. Okay, so I have the pieces cut out, and so you can see the brown. I get the panels here, and I have the black bottom here at the base cut out as well. It's nice and thick and sturdy. So there's this one here with the panels, and then I also have the panels that's gonna be sewn. And then there's this version here, same sides, but it's gonna get the rivets. So I got the base cut out for that, and these holes is kind of what I was telling you about, how straps are going to come underneath and then get riveted this to here to here. So this hole right here. And that's going to hold it in place. And the plan on these is I'm going to have, this is for the left arm, right? So this sweeps up towards the left elbow. That's kind of why the shape is this way. But this side is going to have a loop with 2 rings, and so the strap on this side is going to loop around. And those of you who have motorcycle helmets, or sometimes there's some belts that have the dual loop, so it goes in, around, and then back through the other one, and then tightens that way. So I wanted to do this one a little bit different. Of course, you can always, if you want to put a buckle on this side and some holes on this side and just make it a buckle with straps like that, feel free to do that. But you'll see that when I'm making this, I'm going to use the two O-rings because that's what I have on hand at the moment. And this one also is going to go under like that and get riveted down. If you wanted to use one entire strap, you know, it's like, imagine if this were one entire strap that just goes down, across, and across here. Feel free to do that. Just, you'd still have to, well, you wouldn't have to rivet it. That way so it would be adjustable. So you move it this way or this way and adjust it on your arm, where you pull those 2 rings or buckle. That might be easier. So if you want to use, let me show you on the other side here. So instead of like this with rivets, if you have just a really long piece that goes all the way across, and then have a buckle on one side and the strap on the other to buckle through, that's another option. It might be easier that way, but depending on the pieces of leather you have, if you have, these are always easier to cut up for, like if you have scraps. So feel free to do that if you want to. I'm going to, right now, I'm going to start by sewing these pieces to the main body, and the same with this one. I'm going to put these 2 sides, sew these 2 down, and then also these 3 pieces get sewn down, and I'll show you what those look like here once they're done. All right, see you in a second. Hey everybody. Okay, here's the two versions done for this swept version that I've done here. So yeah, the version I told you about, showed you earlier, all done with this, the sewing, the stitching, the 3 panels here here's the back side, and then here's the version with the rivets. Just 1 panel, super easy to do. I talked about the straps here so yeah, I was planning on doing straps, so 1, 2, 3 with D-rings, and then straps that go through them. So like this one right here, A, B, C goes right here to A, B, and C. Here's the stitching lines that coordinate with the 4 holes here. But what I ended up doing, and after I mentioned it earlier, there's also for this one, there's a version to use the rivets where this piece right here lines up with this rivet, and so you just make 3 of these, 1, 2, 3, and then use the O-rings or D-rings in here, and here's the other side for 1, 2, and 3 with rivets. But I think I'm going to go with this here, just a single strap that's going to run all the way through. I'll put it through here in a second, but the 3 straps that are going to go through the holes, and then let me show you, kind of like a motorcycle helmet. We go through and then back through here like this. Okay, that's how it's going to end up. on the side with the O-rings. Okay, and then these are for your left arm. These are both left arms. For the right arm, you just flip this around so the rings are on the opposite side. Okay, so this is how it's going to be, the attachment. I'm going to put these through and show you real quick, but I wanted to kind of explain that, the attachment first. Let me show you real quick how those look. Okay, so here's how it's going to look with those threaded through. And the reason I did this was just because there's lots of brown going on, and I think it would look better with some more black threaded through here. So here's the inside. So you're just going to thread those through and then wrap them around the arm. Let me show you that real quick. Hold on. Okay, so here it is, cinched up. Kind of cinched up here, but you get the idea of how that's going to lay flat on the inside, and these are going to be holding this on the arm. I'll take some more pictures with this on my arm so you can kind of get a better idea of how this looks once on. But yeah, this is how it's going to look. I think it came up pretty nice. But yeah, this is the left arm. Right arm is just a mirror image of this. So yeah, even if you do the stitching ones or the rivet ones, this is how it's going to look, because they'll be stitched here, and then they'll come out of this hole here, and they'll get attached like this. I think the one strap is probably easier, just so you don't have to do extra sewing or extra riveting or trying to line things up. So that's another reason why I did it this way. So let me show you the other one real quick, and then we'll do some glamour shots. All right, hold on. Okay, here's the riveted version with the straps in place. Again, I think it comes out nice. I think it has a nice look to it. And again, here's the inside of how those are going to be looking when you strap those together. And I'll also get some glamour shots of this. But yeah, I think it came out nice. Like I mentioned before, this would be a cool area for laser etching, sigils or, house logos, or, whatever you might want to do in this space. Some Celtic knotting would look pretty cool if you're into tooling with those type of things. But yeah, so I'll get some shots of this real quick. If you have any questions about either of these or suggestions, feel free to contact me on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube even, and send me your pics. I'd love to see everybody's versions of how they do theirs and how they customize these. So yeah, contact me there, and again, good luck. All right, thanks, bye.